Hello everyone. This is like the ninth attempt on this little video because my cat would not stop. So I threw him in the other room. Okay, so today I was able to spend a little bit of time out at the homeless community. And I took them some stuff for sandwiches and, you know, trying to help them call a couple of the homeless shelters that we have here and the crisis center and things to see who is actually going to have their doors open because we're supposed to be down to like 5 and 6 degrees with wind chill at 25, and none of the churches around here open their doors for the homeless. They just don't. They won't do it. So I took care of that, and there was 27 of them living or at the camp. There's a few more than that that actually lived there, but they weren't there. And I got like four of them a place to go. So I took them over there. And then I gave the rest of them their sandwiches and stuff. And one lady asked me if I would take her up to the convenience store so that she could wash up in their sink and stuff there. So I did that. While we was talking, she had mentioned that she had went and applied for a waitressing job, but she knows that her breath was so bad at that time that she really doubts that she got the job. So I started thinking, okay, what am I going to do to help these people? And I made an Amazon list. I added toothbrushes to it and soap. Well, I got to talking to some of the guys after I took her back over there. And one guy was sitting there with some water in a water bottle washing his socks out. He wrung them out. He put them back on his feet. It's supposed to be like 6 degrees tonight, and this man's wearing wet socks. So I went to the Dollar Tree, and I bought him a new pair of socks. Actually, I bought like 5 pairs. But I added socks to the list. And I have not at any point told these people that I have made an Amazon list. The only thing I have added to the list is just stuff that I see that they are really in need of. And a few of them have like sleeping bags and stuff. Some of them don't even have that. So I was talking to them about who could bunk with who. And they pretty much all admitted that they have like no issues with each other. They all realize that everybody that's there is struggling and that they would be willing to bunk with everybody. Except for one guy. He said he only wanted to bunk with his bottle of whiskey. Anyway, he can have his whiskey. Okay, he doesn't stay there anyway. He's just kind of passing through town. But I added a tent to the list. And those sandwiches that I had taken, they did not last more than 5 minutes. They were just gone. So I added some gift cards to the list. Now, with the gift cards, my plan is to actually go pick up, a few of them and take them to the store and buy some food or toilet paper, just basic products and stuff like that that they need, but mostly food. I'm not intending on just handing anybody like a $50 gift card and say, here, have fun. But then they were talking about needing some like camping supplies, like little lights and um, a way of cooking and maybe like a generator. That way they could charge government phones and stuff and be able to reach out for applications online or something in order to better themselves. So I stuck a generator on the list. Cheapest one I could find. Well, during this conversation that's going on, one of the little non-binary kids here reached out to me and was messaging and told me that their alcoholic abusive father is back in jail for laying his hands on this child that's 15. And that they're not going to have a Christmas. The mom is a waitress and she's struggling. They've got like 6 kids. No, 5 kids. And then I think the niece stays there a little bit. But anyway, it's just a non-binary kid. The other kids, they got put on the Salvation Army and stuff, but the mom is not very supportive and would not put this child on the angel tree. And I feel bad because I totally forgot to tell this specific kid to join the Santa thing that I was posting links for. And now they've closed down. So there's not an option for this child to join that. So I added a couple of things on there for that child. I've got everything in sections. So I reached out to a couple of the other trans kids around here, both trans girls and trans boys, and a couple of them is like 26 or 27. And I was asking them what's going on with them for Christmas, and for the most part, everybody's good, but there's a few, probably like about 7 or 8 of them that are needing a little something for Christmas. And I'm really figuring that this is going to turn out like it was with Pride, where I ended up being the one to have to go get the stuff and, buy it and deliver it. So I have decided that on January 1st is when I will be taking the homeless community their stuff. For the trans and non-binary kids, I will get what I can as I can, if nobody else does, and just hand it to them as I see them, with the purpose of it, being for a late Christmas. But then I was talking again with, I stayed there while I was having another conversation. I was talking some more with some of them from the homeless community, and a couple of them had said if they only had a bike, they would be able to get back and forth once they get a job. One guy has a job, but basically he only works for a meal and a place to take a shower a couple of times a week. And he can't give them like a specific schedule that he can work because he can't guarantee when he can get away there. So he's really in need of a bike. And 3 or 4 other people said that they was too. This one lady, she's disabled. She's got like a really bad hip. She was in a car wreck a few years ago and stuff. So she needs a bike with a basket. That way she can, carry items back and forth as she's able to go and get them. And the bike would serve as physical therapy for her, because when she was doing physical therapy, they had her on a stationary bike to help with her hip. So that would not only serve as personal use, but it would also serve as physical therapy that she no longer gets because she no longer has medical. So I'm going to post the link to this Amazon list that consists of blankets, socks, a tent, generator, toothbrush, some gift cards so I can help them get some food, and then a couple of other things for the trans and non-binary kids. And if anybody is able to share the list or purchase one of the items off of it, that would be very greatly appreciated, because this is more than what it was for the Pride kids. The Pride kids, I ended up spending about $400 on, and then some, because some stuff went later. And honestly, I can't do that right now. So this is an attempt to help 2 different communities. in this area. And I also encourage other YouTubers to create an Amazon list for someone in your community, whether they're homeless or, a single mom getting out of a domestic situation, or somebody just coming out of rehab and, needs a few items. There's a old man down the road that doesn't have any kids or anything, and you think he could use a couple of blankets or something. There's always somebody in our communities that we can help, and we don't have to just know them to help them. I am honestly lucky enough to know this homeless community here. I know them, and not all of them by name, but the good half of them I do know by name. And when I see them walking down the road or something, I am able to stop and give them a ride. I am able to go pick up a couple of pizzas and take it out there, or go get some sandwich meat and some bread and take it out there. Not an every week thing, but, a couple times a month. So I consider myself very lucky that I have been able to meet these people and try to be somebody that can help them. I had a 30-minute conversation with this one lady today because her dog got hit by a car. And she didn't have the money to take him to the vet or anything, of course, or her. I'm not exactly sure the gender of the dog. Its name was Sassy. That could go for either. But the local vet that's down by where the homeless community is, they put the dog to sleep for free. And the vet was taking donations for the dog to be cremated because they have to send the dog out. So if one of these gift cards come through, I will probably use that to help pay, because it's like $250. And they've raised, I think, like 120, 130, she said. And she really wants her puppy cremated because it's been her lifeline literally for like 9 years. And there's so many ways to help people, and we don't even have to think about it. Normally it just comes natural. Or for most of us, it comes natural. I have seen a few people that the opposite comes natural to them. But for us, for my subscribers, the communities that I hang out with on YouTube, for all of us, helping others, just giving a kind word, or encouraging somebody to do something great with their life or whatever, that stuff like that comes natural to us. So if you know somebody in your community that is struggling, create a simple Amazon list. Put a few items on it, gather them up, and deliver them. You don't even have to deliver them, just pack it up, put it in your car, and go deliver them. You can do it on your way home from work, or you can do it on your way to the store, or whatever. You don't have to make a special trip, because anytime somebody receives something, it benefits their life, and it gives them another day to look forward to, because we never know what they are struggling with. And on the list, because of her little dog, it's not actually a puppy, but it's a 9-year-old dog, but it was a little one. So with her dog being killed by a car, I noticed that there was like 5 or 6 other dogs there, and I added collars to the list, because if nothing else comes through on that list, food wise, or a tent wise, or the blankets, or even the socks or anything, a collar for their little friends, that would mean the world to them, because they all know that their friend's dog got killed. And they're probably low-key worrying about theirs. So a collar would mean the world to them. It's the little things. So, on January 1st, I will, one way or another, deliver them some items. And as I can, I'm getting back to work now. This upcoming next week, after being sick and everything, I will be purchasing items as well to add to the box to take out to them. And even though they're all separate, they're a family. They literally like share everything. And I'm hoping that I can get some others on board to help with this. Because financially right now, I'm not able. But I will. I will. And I'm hoping that taking it to them on January 1st will be a great start to a great year. You know, I will be working with them right after the holidays and taking them around for applications and stuff, trying to help them out that way. But hopefully this little project takes off. And the link will be in the description. Have a blessed day, everybody.